Welcome, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of season 2 of Titan on Titan. That is actually very difficult to say. I not realised now because I think that's the first thing that I've actually just kind of done. Because normally I just kind of go, we're here. But actually just saying, hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of season 2 of Titan and Titan. It's actually a bit of a mouthful. I'm not saying that it's.
I'm going to give it a shot. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Welcome to episode 2 of season 7 of Titan on Titan.
You fucked that right away. Episode 2 of season 7.
Joe, I've always wondered something, right? And I wonder. I mean, we've only started and we're a minute in, and I doubt anybody's watching yet because we never start at the same time. It's impossible. But I always wanted to know if people can hear us during the countdown.
They can't. They can't.
Okay.
Right. How do you? What do you just say? Can't.
Just testing the waters. I just say stuff that would get cancelled over and over again.
I can say
it. Because it just says at the bottom of my screen, you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, and that doesn't go away whenever the countdown's up.
It says on my side that the mic's muted while we do it. So they can't hear us. I really wanted to tell what he said. It's just kind of going, John, I killed your gran and made it look like it was natural causes.
Made it look like she'd slept in the shower.
She slept in the shower. She's really weird because she had a heart attack.
Which I was going to say because I shot her. No.
Yeah, exactly. Like Cluedo.
We always do a wee, like before the 30 seconds starts. We always do a wee funny face. I'm definitely going to bring. I won't. You know what it is, but they don't know what it is. But I think I'm going to.
We should do it. You should have done that before. That you should have had that on by the time the countdown had finished.
No, I don't want to have it again. Finished because because then I'd have to take it off and it would be awkward. I'll do it like next week.
Do it next week.
As if anybody's there before the countdown starts.
Yeah, absolutely. They can watch it and catch up. I just mentioned Cluedo there, and obviously, we went off on a kind of non sequitur, but I think it's worth mentioning. So I'm going to bring us back to the Cluedo bit.
Yeah, bring us back to Cluedo.
The only thing about when I play a game, I like it to be quite immersive, and I feel like as well as playing a game, you're living an existence. Obviously, for card games, it doesn't count. You don't think you get in a deck of cards.
An immersed session of Snap is
absolutely
pretty intense.
But if you're playing Monopoly, you like to imagine that you're like a property mogul, right? And you're doing, and you're buying up all these properties, and you're doing that. And obviously, in our games like Operation, you like to pretend that you're a surgeon and you're involved in an operation. It's obviously easier with games like Hero Quest and stuff like that, where you're actually, or if you're doing like the kind of like tabletop game and stuff, it's easy to immerse yourself in that environment. You believe we're playing a game tonight where we're imagining that you're going through a forest of doom, right?
Yeah.
But Cluedo annoys me, and the reason Cluedo annoys me is that in a real life murder investigation, like Professor Black or whoever he's called, he's been murdered, Plum. Right? No, Professor Plum's one of the potential suspects.
Oh,
the guy's been murdered. He's Professor or Dr. Black or something, right? But that's his name. But he's a murder victim, right?
Sure.
And obviously in a real life investigation, right? You're trying to find the killer. But in Cluedo, obviously, because of the card game, you as well as try to find the killer, you're also trying to find out where the murder weapon is and where the murder happened. But obviously, in a real life investigation, if you walked in to the conservatory and there was a large kind of bullet hole in his head, you wouldn't be debating that it might have happened in the library with a candlestick. That's always bugged me. So even as a child playing this, I'm just kind of going, surely they know that it was a revolver, or they know that it was a rope, and they know what it happened.
Yeah, because you can even tell the difference between someone being killed by a rope and someone being killed by a candlestick easily.
Absolutely. So I mean, I think there's a pipe as well. So there could be an element of debate there, right?
Between
But
the candlestick and the pipe.
between the candlestick and the pipe, as in I'm assuming that the best way to kill somebody with a candlestick would be to bludgeon them with it, as
Yeah.
opposed to use it as unless it's one of those kind of candelabra things, and you could like you could gouge them
Like a trident.
like a trident. Kind of, I think it was Neptune with the trident in the swimming pool.
It's all the classic signs are here. The fishes have started to talk.
So that's always kind of annoyed me. We've had Kavita can hear and see and hear us both. Kavita, could you hear us? Kavita, could you hear us when the 30-second countdown happened? We can ask while she's here.
I was just
I don't
sort
know
of.
if she's just saying that she could hear us both.
Well,
Who knows?
I mean,
Anyway,
wait. If someone's there, right? No, don't go mad. But give us 3 seconds of the countdown and we'll both make noise. And
we'll give us
see.
3 seconds of the countdown and we'll make noise. And if anybody that's watching can tell us whether they can hear us while the countdown's going, it tells me that my microphone's muted, but maybe Chris is going a bit nuts and say something like really.
I will say no. I'll say a phrase, right? And in order, they have to say the phrase back to me, right? I'll say a phrase.
Okay, but I think you should say something like really extreme.
I was gonna. How extreme? Cancel extreme.
Like something, the most horrific thing you can imagine, Chris. If you say it when the countdown starts, no, don't do it. Right? Just come up with, just come up with, yeah, we cheeky toad.
John has seen me perform before.
I know, that's why I decided to.
Don't say the worst thing that you can think of.
Decided to change that tactic. Right, let's do it. Let's do 5 seconds of the countdown, and then we'll see if anybody can hear. We'll see if anyone can hear. We can use both our senses. We can see if anyone can hear both our senses. Yeah, that's another thing before we go into this. See, like the film The Sixth Sense, and they can see dead people. See if he was profoundly deaf, would that have been called the fifth sense?
I suppose it would.
Absolutely. Hey, anyway, on that note, let's do a 5 second countdown from 30 to 25 because I can't make it 5 to 0. Let's do it now. And it'd be interesting to know if anybody could have heard that.
Do you know, actually, this time I did notice it come up on the top of my screen, mic is muted.
Do you know, I think we might answer the wrong question there.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? It was worth doing and definitely worth the first 10 minutes of the show.
Absolutely.
8 minutes on far less.
8 minutes, 44 seconds. Nowhere near the longest we've ever been without.
Was it not 35 minutes last time?
We did 35 minutes last time. 35 minutes of tangents and nonsense. It's not a tangent if you've not.
Do you know what's brilliant about that as well? See if we go on another massive tangent, I'll have to pull the curtain back here. Me and John typically talk for 20 minutes before the show as well.
Absolutely.
So we've already been going on tangents for 20 minutes.
Do you know, I worry that people just kind of go, you know, we worried that we discussed this, kind of going, right, and we'll talk about Cluedo, right? And then we'll do a little bit. Wait till my Dora the Explorer material comes up. It's imminent.
Hold on. This is so we've already penciled in the Cluedo.
10 minutes Cluedo. I know. So yes, just before we start, I've recently been on the run for all the Titanic Titans. And it was recently pointed out to me by a viewer. It's not true. It was me. I had a long, hard look at myself. It was while I was going back and viewing it. I realised this is like I realised that this is something that we did talk about before the show, but I'm bringing it up now. So after me saying, "Oh, we talk on the show," and then it doesn't come up again, but this is a callback to a conversation you haven't heard. I thought I'm drinking all this rum with absolutely no mixer because that's the way I like rum. I like most of my spirits without mixers. When I'm out socialising, I usually put a mixer and stuff like vodka so I don't look like a total Jake. But if I'm drinking vodka in the comfort of my own home, it's usually straight. So anyway, so I've been drinking rum without a mixer, and I decided that tonight I would drink my rum with a mixer. So
Tonight, Matthew.
So my mixer for my rum is alcoholic ginger beer.
He's made grog. He's
So
gone and made grog.
I've gone and made grog. It's the orc's choice for alcohol.
It is the you get that says that on the bottle.
Orc's choice premium grog.
It's like the equivalent of an Oprah Winfrey book club recommendation, but for booze.
So I'm excited to watch back on this tomorrow and find out how it went.
You after 5 grogs.
After 5 grogs. Because of course, grog in Glasgow is a slang term for spitting. I get grogged on.
Okay. Big grogger.
A big grogger. A greener.
A greener.
A greener's another one. Right, anyway, we're 12 minutes in now, and I feel that we should give anybody that hasn't watched before who's going, what is this? Basically, Chris Ashworth plays Rodney McBelfast, and he's on a quest through the Forest of Doom, and he's trying to find 2 bits of a hammer for reasons that we've already forgotten. He's already discovered the shaft. You're damn right. Of the hammer. What's the best part of the hammer? Shaft. You're damn right.
Yeah, the shaft just occasionally slaps women.
Absolutely, just with a
with a back.
So Chris is still looking for a bit of head, and
always get in touch.
Get in touch. We'll put his number in the comments. I'll just put it up on screen for people to see.
Nice.
No, it's classy. Keep it classy. Right, so he's on a quest, which we'll get to in the next 40 minutes or so. And on this quest, he's looking for 2 pieces. He's only 1 bit left, but we're 7 episodes in, and he's going to die tonight.
Yes. So last season 1, the finale was episode 7 because I jumped out of a window and died.
You jumped out of a window and died, and let's see if you can get any better. Last week we were left on a cliffhanger, as we always invariably are.
We are. Unfortunately, though, the cliffhanger we were left with last week was the exact same as a decision we had made prior.
Absolutely. So
in the campaign.
It was like, but I, as comedians, we do like a good callback.
Yeah, we do. We love a good callback.
So basically, you reached the bank of a slow flowing river, the kind of most boring of the cliffhanger rivers. If it was like giving it Laldy, you'd have been like kind of going, this could be quite dangerous. But you're basically your choices are going a slow flowing river, and you got the choices of using the stepping stones or wading through the shallow water. And do you know what? I can't believe that people have had to wait 5 days to get some sort of resolution to that cliffhanger.
Well,
and I mean, who knows? I mean, I can't remember what you did the last time, but
I do. I remember what I did. And if you want a spoiler for this cliffhanger, go back to episode 1.
Was it episode 1?
It was episode 1 or episode 2 because it was right at the start.
So we have done a fair bit of faffing then in the last couple of episodes, because anybody that hasn't watched, Rodney McBelfast get through the entire forest, failing to find any bits of the hammer, and then had to double back round to the front again.
And we reckon that I'm probably gonna have to do another run as well, because I think I've gone the wrong way.
We reckon he's going to have to do another run, and his luck's running out. He's got
Yep.
a very low. He's got a very low. It's funny
You've only
how
had the one grog.
funny how I could say welcome to episode 7 of season 2 of Titan and Titan, but I can't say running out of luck for some bizarre reason. I think the grog's kicking in.
Yeah. And also, we should probably say it is St. Patrick's Day today. We are both Irish to some extent.
Yeah, you're probably. Do you know? Spoiler alert: Chris is a little bit more Irish.
I might have grown up there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that only people from like America or something would think that we're both Irish. And you go, well, it sounds like some kind of accent, but I don't even know what the accent was.
A great video someone sent in earlier. I'm sure people have seen it. An Irish fella like getting interviewed today, and he's saying it's an old fella, and he's like, they're like, oh, he's just ranting about Americans, and they had to bleep out half of what he says. He's just, I can't stand it.
It's like when you hear an Eminem track on Radio 1 and just goes, was there any point? It sounded like somebody with a stutter and Tourette's. The beep's fine because it denotes, right? A beep denotes that somebody's said something and they've decided that maybe it isn't suitable for 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Radio 1.
Really
but when you blank it out, it does sound like they're singing it in the club style. You know, when Vic Reeves used to do it in Shooting Stars. Eminem.
There's an old, it's really old school to bleep it. Like that was sort of 90s rap and early 2000s rap where they bleeped everything. But Flowbots, who did that song, Handlebars, I can ride a bike with no handlebars.
Yes.
No, that one. They released a track this year, literally last week, called Handle Your Bars because, Logan Paul, the prick, had covered the song but changed the lyrics. So they did a massive diss track on him. And at the start, he swears and he bleeps it. Like he bleeps his own swear. And I hadn't heard that bleep since the 90s. I was like, oh my God, that's the 90s bleep.
I quite like Handlebars.
It's a great song. Flowbots are great. Great band.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'll need to check that out then, but you can.
I'll link it.
Because I wouldn't remember because I'm on the grog.
I'll text you after. Wait, John, do you have Spotify? This isn't an advert, by the way.
Absolutely. In the hope that Spotify will start to give us money.
Spotify wouldn't touch us with Google's.
I don't have Spotify. I use Apple Music.
Okay. Well, I'll link you on YouTube.
I use Apple Music because I get Apple Music for free.
Oh, right. Well, then, fair enough. I say no more. I understand.
Only because I've got Apple products and they've given me Apple Music for free for a set period of time. It's not like I've stolen Apple Music.
I don't have any Apple products, come to think of it. Not really through like choice. I just don't have any. I used them on an iPod years ago.
I'm hosting this StreamYard session on my MacBook, and I'm also seeing how we're doing on YouTube on my iPad, and I'm just keeping up with what people are talking about on Facebook on my iPhone. So and also you sometimes hear me accidentally talk to Siri on my Apple Watch. So apart from that, I don't have any Apple products.
What's that, John? I can't hear you over the sound of you sucking Steve Jobs' cock.
He's dead.
Makes it even worse, man. It comes off in your mouth.
Well, they usually do when I'm sucking on them. I feel like we might have again. You know, there's tangents and then there's whatever the hell this is.
Yeah, we're 20 minutes in. Let's make a start.
Let's start. Let's. Do you know what? I would say let's start, but I've lost my page.
Oh my God. We are a real Mickey Mouse operation.
Yes. Do you know, I felt like we were doing so well. And I don't know why, but pulled a bit of paper out of like I was using your character sheet as a bookmark, and I've somehow pulled it.
Shall we get some nice intro music?
Even by our standards, this is.
I've got some intro music.
I forgot that you had that music on.
This isn't Forest of Doom, is it? This is to be nice. It's too nice.
It's too nice. You need. I've really excelled this time. I don't right. Chris, tell me something about yourself that I never know.
Are you trying to fill time? Is this your patter? Is this you filling time now? I think we should pitch.
Once you get to know each other.
I'll pitch Great Origins, which is an idea for a TV show I've come up with, which is about eldritch abominations, but in the setting of still game. So instead of great old ones, it's become Great Origins.
We'll need to make sure that nobody steals that idea.
Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said it.
No, you can say it because now it's out there, and we can timestamp when this happens.
Yeah. I mean, just because we've suggested an idea doesn't mean we own it.
That's true.
Copyright that shit. I'm not going to copyright it. It's an okay idea for one episode, but I couldn't make a series out of it.
I'll make a series out of it because I'm quite good at rambling.
Really? That's never come up.
Nobody's ever noticed. I'm a rambler.
He's a rambling man.
I'm telling you, once I get to this page, you're going to.
How have you still not found the page? It's because you're talking to me and not looking.
It's a book. It's not. We're writing in it.
Yeah, just write a new chapter. We'll do something else.
Well, this isn't even the worst thing that's ever happened.
The book's not.
The worst thing ever happened was watching the last breath leave my father. So when we go beyond that, this isn't the worst thing that's happened on this show.
Sure, that's so perfectly my sense of humor. Why would you do that to
me? We're nearly there, which is exactly what I said to my dad. I hope no member of my family's watching. They know that I love them, and that this is my coping mechanism. Hopefully.
Oh boy.
Right, I'm gonna have to go really kind of old school here.
Yeah.
And
shall I tell a joke? Shall I tell a joke? Is that bias time?
Chris, you tell a joke. But you need to keep it. You need to keep it non-controversial, like me.
Okay. When my granda was slowly dying. When my granda was slowly dying, he told me and my older brother that he didn't want us to see him like that anymore, because that would be the way that we would always remember him. So from that day forward, and until the day he died, he would refuse us anything but doggy style.
On that note, I found the page.
I bought just enough time.
What, just enough time? At least mine. I was going to say at least mine's true, but I'm not sure yours wasn't.
Yeah. Well, that's why I used to have a ponytail.
So anyway, we're trying to...
I never actually had a ponytail, by the way.
Welcome to the last episode of Tight 10 and Time. Twitch remembers.
Yeah, I can already hear the editing scissors cutting all of this.
I can't. I edit nothing. I'm like Edward. I'm Edward. That's a wrap. Let's do it. Next scene.
Right, that's the first proper joke I've told since I quit comedy.
I've never, you know, I've been doing comedy for God knows how long, and I've still never told a proper joke. So
I know, I've seen you perform. It's madness. My favourite quote about you, I might have said this on the stream before, but my favourite quote about you comes from Charlie Wallace, who is a comedy. He's a comedian and a comedy booker in Dundee. Runs Dundee Comedy. There you go. There's a shout out for you, Charlie. Not that anyone fucking watches this, but he said of John's comedy, a car could crash through the front door of the pub, and I still wouldn't be sure that it wasn't part of John's set. I fucking love that. That's
I know
my
I'll need to
favorite.
use that in a poster. We were talking about posters earlier before the show.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a quote. That's a quote and a half. I do love Charlie. Love him dearly.
It's not just my favorite quote about you. It's my favorite quote about any comedian. It's so good.
I know Charlie holds me in much higher regard than I deserve, I have to say.
Me too.
Anybody that holds me in any element of regard holds me in higher regard than I deserve. Right, so we're going to kick off the show, Chris. Would you think?
Yeah. I mean, we're only 26 minutes in, so it's definitely not the worst it's been.
Start. Yeah, a full 5 minutes of gameplay in. So anyway, standing at a river, and you've got the option of crossing this a slow-flowing river, and you get the chance of crossing the river by stepping stones or wading through the shallow water across the river. And it's at this point I remember that I usually write 10 minutes of material for a comedy gig and usually get through about a third of it. And everyone kind of goes, I was expecting you to do a callback at the end of this. And I was kind of going, well, I mean, there was a callback written, but I ran out of time.
If you'd given me an extra 20 minutes, I would have eventually got around to it.
Minutes have I got there?
All right. I'm gonna tear the plaster off here. Let's go over the stepping stones, because if you'll recall in episode 2, our deleted scene was that I waded through the river and took damage. So we've been here, we've done this, and I know what's coming next as well. I think the next is the hole in the tree.
Did you watch back at the episodes?
No, I just have a good memory for stuff like this.
Excellent. Because
I'm not drunk.
As option, you're going to cross the stepping stones,
yep.
Which we also refer to as the pussy maneuver.
The pussy maneuver. Hey, you got to study and learn your pussy maneuvers.
You step carefully, as someone would that uses stepping stones, across the slippery stones to the other side of the river. Nothing of note happens, which makes this infinitely less exciting than it would have been had you crossed the river.
Do you know what this is like? Do you know when you see someone who's mastered their job, like, and they just do it without even thinking? That's what this is going to be like for Rodney McBelfast.
And whenever they're going to interview for new places, they can legitimately say, I'm looking for a new challenge now.
yeah, I've done everything.
And everyone thinks that's the response that someone does when they just don't want to say, really don't like my boss. But in reality, some people actually legitimately go, well, I could do this in a coma.
Like Tom Jones.
I could.
What is it Sean Locke said about him? He's like a man in a coma who can use his arms and legs. Just nothing behind the eyes. I sang with Elvis, you know.
So anyway, Rodney McBelfast is looking for new challenges. So you carefully step across the slippery stones to the other side of the river. You see that the path continues north into the hills. But as it's getting dark, you decide to make camp for the night under a large solitary tree to the right of the path. You build a large fire and settle down to sleep with your sword by your side, like a barbarian's comfort blanket.
Yeah. A barbarian's missus.
You have been asleep for about an hour. And I know it's for some people that have been watching this, it's felt like an hour has already passed.
You've been halfway there.
When the soft noise of fluttering wings wakes you up, you sit up and grab your sword, and in the light of the full moon, you see 3 large bat shapes.
I don't have any garlic. I used garlic last time.
They swoop close and you see the unmistakable fang of vampire bats. Do you possess any garlic buds?
Because we did last time and we used them.
You did, and now they're gone. So now you don't. So let's find out what happens now that you don't have any garlic buds.
Shite. Well, at least we're breaking new ground.
We are breaking new ground. You stand with your back to the tree and prepare to fight the vampire bats. You fight them one at a time as they swoop down on you. That makes it easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in Austin Powers. So you're supposed to, no, is this your first day on the job? You got to come at me one at a time.
One at a time.
In order from weakest to strongest.
I will say that you've got a skill of 14. You got a skill of 14, and these bats have got a skill of 5, 6, and 5, respectively, which means they need to either get 9, 8, or 9 on you in a dice roll. I feel like this is going to be a very short battle.
Yep. Oh, I got to get the battle music. You roll those dice, and
I'll start rolling the dice.
That we have some. Do you know what? I'm not even caring about copyright anymore. I don't think anybody watches this enough for it to be an issue yet. And if it is an issue later on down the line, we'll have so much more content that it won't matter.
Absolutely.
So we'll go with some radical battle music. How about this? What's this for?
We try to make the battles exciting because, ironically, the battles are the least exciting aspect of this entire game, which is the opposite of what you'd expect. But so Chris, for anyone that's not watched before, now has a musical interlude.
Yep, I've just started putting in some nice wee songs to make sure we don't lose our way here.
So, we'll fly through this anyway. I imagine that we could get this sorted out in about half a dozen dice rolls. So we've got stamina 5, 5, and 7 respectively as well, which means all in all, I actually genuinely don't believe that you will lose a single stamina point here, but we still need to do it. Right, but you will pretty much finish this in about 8 dice rolls.
Oh, awesome. And I've got some music for it now.
Well, hit us with the music.
We got war drums.
Back at a 9. You get a 6.
I don't even know how to do it. Oh, Jesus.
Well, I've lost a dice, which is the most exciting thing that could have happened here. That was genuinely the dice is rolled way under something. So again, you've done that. I wish people could have witnessed that because that was pretty cool. I'm now down to 1 dice.
You're just going to have your commentary as to fill in the blanks. You can paint the image for me. How's this music? Is this doing all right?
It's great. It sounds like somebody did a spooky fantasy version of the Equalizer theme tune.
Well, now it sounds like a spooky film. Pirates of the Caribbean almost.
You've killed 1 bat.
Not bad.
You've killed 1 bat and you're about to kill a 2nd bat.
Good. This is what I like to hear. Tell me what's happening. Am I hitting it with my sword? Is his teeth breaking off on my armor? What's happening?
Well, if you want to sexualize it, then yeah.
I broke her teeth out in my armor.
Broke her teeth in my armor. Right, you've killed 2 bats with 1 sword. We're going to start. We should start making kind of weird kind of like kind of phrases that nobody, like kill 2 birds, 1 stone. It's just kind of, kill 2 bats with 1 sword. And just say that as if it's like normal parlance. And people
I scared 3 bats with 1 garlic. Not the last time.
Now the cat's getting involved.
Oh shit! Is it the rum?
Right.
John's cat is an alcoholic.
My cat's obsessed with rum. Here she is. Just to make this battle more exciting. Here's my cat.
Yeah, this is an actual depiction. Cat, because we couldn't get the funding, there was a mistake with the invoice, and we had a C instead of a B, so now we've got a cat instead of a bat. John was gonna bite the head off a bat on stream after I beat these.
Yeah, I just have to bite the head off my own cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pluck it and cook it.
Just as well. I don't like now. My cat's actually batting the dice about.
Oh, get the cat to roll. That's how
Get
we
the
do
cat
it.
out.
You
Bunch,
should get a
roll that.
camera on the cat's collar and then get the cat to roll the dice. That would be that'd be magic. Get the cat a StreamYard account and then have it in the middle of us.
You know, I've actually got a bit of a story about that, which I can't tell you on camera.
Well, I look forward to hearing it after as I send you the link
It's
for Handle Your Bars.
excellent. So you have now killed all 3 bats. I made that as exciting as possible. As you said,
Just doing my own version of the Final Fantasy Victory fanfic.
the cat's going to jump up. Hey,
Hey!
hey, right, let's do it. Come on.
This should be how we do dice rolls. If the cat gets it, then
The
it's a
cat,
success,
way.
and if the cat misses, it's a failure.
This is more exciting than the battle. Come on, cat. Ah, she's got bored now. She's back sniffing my rum.
All right, well, 3 bats down. Did we take any damage? No.
You took no damage whatsoever because the bats were just useless.
Pathetic. Right, bat. Get in my belly.
That's
I
how,
don't
is
have
that
any
how
food.
COVID started?
I don't have any food, I've just realised. Do you remember way back in the first episode, we went into that witch's hut and I put on the amulet of focus, wasted it, or whatever it was, headband of concentration, wasted it, got knocked out, and they stole my food. And I've just realised I've been walking around this forest for
Started.
presumably at least over a day without food.
It's been quite some time without food.
So bats is what's on the menu now.
Bats.
They call it they call it the chicken of the Kiev. Was it cats? Cats was chicken of the real yard. So that's from Anchorman 2, I think.
I think it is. You settle down to sleep again, but have a restless night because bats really do come back up on you.
Oh yeah,
The bat
the
reflux.
reflux.
In the morning, you wake early, you collect your belongings and set off north along the path, tasting bat as you go.
Picking it out my teeth. Jesus.
Picking bat out your teeth.
Wide leathery. Ugh.
The cat is knocking these dice about. It's great. The ground is quite steep as the path wends its way into the hills. By the time you reach the top, the sun is quite hot. All around in the distance, you see the green circle of the darkwood forest. Mist still hangs in the tall grass behind you, but ahead you see a valley bathed in sunlight. All is quiet. As you start down the far side of the hill, you see a junction in the path. You can either continue north down the hill or head west along the new branch.
I can't remember what I did last time. So I'd be tempted to say that last time I would have went west. I rarely go north because north's usually the way out.
Yeah.
But this time I'm gonna say north.
Let's do it.
I don't know. I could have said north last time.
Let's see how this pans out for you, right? Which means I already know because I opened the page. You die! No, I'm only joking. I do that once a week.
At least.
The path runs north down the hill between large boulders and rocks. You have an uneasy feeling that you're being watched.
Oh, I don't remember this. This is good.
Then, from behind one of the larger boulders to the left of the path, spring 2 men with long hair and beards.
Yeah, this is all new to me. This is good.
They're wearing animal furs and look menacing. One notches an arrow to his bow and lets it fly. Test your luck.
Oh, cock. Oh, no.
Test your luck.
This is the worst thing that could have happened.
You have a luck of 3.
Oh, jeez, I got to roll. Does that mean I have to roll a 3? Or I have to roll under a 3?
You have to roll a 3 or under with 2 dice.
Oh, so I need to get a 2 and a 1 or 2 1s.
Yep. Already you've got a 5. I haven't rolled the second dice because now I'm down to 1.
I don't think there's any need to roll a second dice unless it's got minus 4 on it.
If you're unlucky, the arrow lodges itself in your shoulder and you suffer the loss of 3 stamina points. Your stamina's dropped from 18 to 15.
That's not so bad, because 18 is my maximum. Sure, I used that healing thing.
18's your maximum, you're down to 15. You've just been stabbed in the shoulder by an arrow, which should be exciting, but me pausing to put your stamina down from 18 to 15 is probably taking some of the tension and drama out of it.
We should hire some sort of lackey to do this for us.
We probably, if only the cat could.
Yeah, from the cat had thumbs.
If only the cat had thumbs. There's another phrase. No,
Yeah.
2 fancy 1 third, and if only your cat had thumbs.
It's just like, oh, do you know what? I've had an awful day at work, but you know what? If only the cat had thumbs.
If only the cat had thumbs. I'm now going to bring that into conversation.
Please do.
Well, if only the cat had thumbs. Just kind of going, do you know what? My grand's test results came back, and it's a brain tumor. I went, well, if only the cat had thumbs.
It'd be brilliant to use that in like if someone tells you their troubles and that's your response, and then just leave them pondering it and see what they come up with. Just whatever seed that plants, just try and see what tree grows from it.
It's when they publicly thank you on Facebook, kind of going, do you know what? I was having a real tough time till John Carruthers imparted his knowledge and wisdom, and he made everything. He put everything in context, and he
suddenly it all made sense, and I realized that my granny's gonna die, but if only the cat had thumbs.
If only the cat. Cats do have thumbs, but they're up here. They're fucking useless.
What do you call it? Dew claw? Isn't that what it's called?
What? It's a thumb though.
Is it a thumb?
Cat thumb.
Cat thumb.
Pinky. Jinx is a pinky.
It is a thumb. It's a thumb because dogs have it as well.
Yeah, it's impossible for them to hold a pen.
It's completely useless though. What's that thumb for?
It's designed only to get caught and stuff and to cause a visit to the vet.
Yeah, it's all. Eventually, it needs pulled out with pliers. That's it. That's all it does.
That's horrific.
Wow, I can't believe that was your line. It's weird finding people's lines. Part of my job as a comedian was finding people's lines.
I just couldn't wish ill upon a cat.
It's fair, yeah. Well, I mean, where'd you go?
Really controversial comments about both my grandmother and my father tonight. But you mentioned a cat thumb, and I'm like, oh,
a cat thumb getting torn off.
I know.
But,
I think you have found the line.
Wow, this is powerful. This is powerful stuff. It's
I'm going to
nice
prove
when
you haven't by actually doing it to a cat on screen. Give me a.
I mean, and suddenly we're getting hunted down by internet investigators, and then we'll have to murder somebody to cover our tracks.
And it just
that's what happens, isn't it? And don't fuck with cats. That's what happens.
Yeah,
getting murders.
I think I've been told enough about it that I actually feel that I've watched it. It's like Tiger King. Have you seen Tiger King? No, but I can tell you verbatim.
Yeah. Tiger King was the piece of news. Like, what was it? Carl Baskin killed her husband. Was told to me at least 100 times that week, at least. And I didn't care because I hadn't watched it. I've watched it now, but I hadn't watched it at the time. I don't know who that is.
Watched cats either, although I do want to watch a lot. But it's like I watched Squid Game when it first came out. But if I hadn't watched Squid Game, I reckon I could tell you everything that happens in it.
Squid Game was another big one. There's a second season of that coming out. Let's not get
involved
in Squid Game though.
Squid Game.
Although I will say his haircut at the end was awful. It's really bad.
I feel like we've crossed genres there.
We have, yeah.
Anyway, the men are jumping up and down and they're with their arms in the air in fits of glee as they see you struggling to pull the arrow from your shoulders. You grit your teeth and tugging the arrow. Finally, it comes free. The men are both laughing out loud uncontrollably.
I gotta be
I think
honest, I
these
kind of
guys have
like.
been at one of my gigs.
I was about to say, I kind of like the cut of these guys' jib already.
Yeah, absolutely. They seem to forget about you. You've got the choice of attacking the wild hillmen or just walking past them along the path while they continue to laugh.
Fuck it, I walk past them. I've given them a
Walk,
laugh. I'll leave.
walk past them. Let's see how this pans out. You actually managed to get away with that. I thought there was going to be like a twist.
No,
Walking down
I
the
think
hill.
I think what the idea here was that it's meant to be like trying to provoke me, right? It's trying to provoke me into trying to take on two people at once, when really they're just a bunch. They're just a pair of lads. I bet if I dodged that arrow with luck, they would have attacked me.
Yeah, no problem. I know the irony.
Did I lose luck there, by the way?
Oh, yes, you would have done.
Oh shit!
Thanks for reminding me.
Why did I mention that? Why would I mention that?
Every time you roll for luck, it goes down by one.
So that means I can only succeed on a luck check with snake eyes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Even if you're lucky, by the way, you lose a luck point.
I know.
Walking down the hill, you see the valley floor stretching out ahead and beyond a sinister wall of trees back into the darkwood forest. On the other side of the trees lies Stonebridge, your journey's end. Arriving in the valley floor, you see the path coming to a junction. Do you want to head west or do you want to head east?
East. Fuck it.
Let's head east.
Because I feel like if we go west, the last choice was north or west, and west was the way we went last time. So I feel like if we go west, we'll probably get to the decision after, that we've already done. So let's break new ground.
To the left of the path, you see a stone well with a bucket and turning handle. Want to take a closer look at the well or continue your walk east?
Let's take a closer look at the well. I just hope that girl from the ring doesn't fucking crawl out.
A ladder runs down the inside of the well to the water below. However, there appears to be a tunnel just above the surface of the water running north. It's circular and has a diameter of around about 1 meter. Your choices are toss a gold piece into the well to make a wish. You don't have a gold piece, so you can't do that.
Nope.
Descend the ladder to look down the tunnel or return to the path and head east.
Let's go down into the well. Let's get to that tunnel. Absolutely.
You head down the well?
Yes, for sure.
Exciting times. Questing time. Climbing down the ladder, you do not notice that a rung is missing. You slip and lose your footing. Test your luck!
Oh, fuck off.
If you're lucky, you manage to hang on to the ladder. And if you're not, you don't. Basically, you need to get snake eyes here.
I don't even know what this is. Like a 1 in 36 chance or something.
Yep. And you failed.
What? Oh, what a surprise. Is that 1 in 36? 6 times? You multiply the 6 by the 6 and then... I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You failed.
Yeah. That's the headline.
You failed. If you're unlucky, you fall off the ladder and plunge into the water below.
Yay.
You smash your head to the side of the well as you fall. Are you wearing a helmet?
I think so. No, I'm not. It was... Am I? So, no. John, earlier, the deleted scene, I reached my hand into a knotted hole in a tree, and there was a helmet there, but we didn't actually have it. So no, I don't have a helmet. So I guess I'm getting brained here.
You're getting brained on the side of the...
Also, this week I have just abandoned trying to hide the fact that I'm vaping on stream. I just don't care. I just don't care anymore.
Lose 2 stamina points with a deep cut in your forehead. I thought you were dead there. I really thought you were dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would have been a return to form, wouldn't it? Episode 7.
Your stamina is now down to 13. I thought you were dead there, mate. I really did. I thought that was it.
Far from it. Far from it.
If you're still alive, you curse and pull yourself out of the water onto the entrance of the tunnel. You're surprised to see that it is lit by torches at regular intervals along its length.
It's a really weird place to have an entrance to something.
Do you wish to crawl along the tunnel, or do you wish to climb back up the ladder and return to your path?
I'm going to crawl along the tunnel, but I'm going to point out that every time it rains, this place would flood.
Yes, that's true.
If it's just above the level of the water.
The tunnel continues north until at last you arrive at a junction. Do you want to crawl west or crawl east?
Jeez, the agony of choice. Do you want to crawl west or crawl east? I'll crawl east. Fuck it. We get any comments, by the way? Have you been checking?
There have been no comments. People are watching, but there's been no comments.
Excellent.
People are in awe of our adventuring.
Of our succinct and concise adventure.
They've been hanging in our every word, Chris. They're still watching, but they've got another kind of page open so that they complain about everything we say. The effort to get is cancelled.
I'm trying to figure out what's on your shirt, by the way. I know this is a weird time to tangent.
Do you know what? I realised that I was going to wear one of my
it's Stitch's Batman. What would you call that?
Bat Stitch.
Bat Stitch, yeah.
Which was that not a swear word in 2000 AD?
Was it? It sounds like a swear word. You bastich.
Yeah, I think it was a swear. Now that I've said it out loud, I think in 2000 AD they said drock instead of fuck, and they said bastich instead of bastard.
That's pretty good. I never read
I was watching earlier. I don't know if she still is, but she would know if I was right there because Kavita's a big Judge Dredd fan as well. So anyway, the tunnel ends at a cave entrance. A curtain hangs over the entrance, and you're unable to see inside. This gets a bit surreal. Getting a bit
curtain in a tunnel.
If you wish to throw back the curtain and enter the cave, you can, or you can turn around and return to the junction at the tunnel.
So, well, I'm gonna, pull back the curtain. I got to, but
on pulling back the curtain, you see a tiny green-skinned creature with a large head.
Goblin. I've seen goblins before.
He has a long nose and pointed ears and wears brown canvas clothing. A large medallion hangs from the neck on a silver chain.
It's a caricature of a goblin.
The creature is sitting at a table examining a red clay figure of a human hand. On seeing you enter the cave, he takes a stone hammer and smashes the clay hand. He's a gremlin chief, not a goblin.
Oh.
Gremlin chief, and jumps to his feet to face you with his hammer. You must fight him.
Yeah, fuck it. Bring it on. Wait, hold on.
During each attack round, you must reduce your attack strength by 3 because of your cramped fighting position.
Balls.
So your skill is 14, but for this fight, it's down to 11. He's got a skill of 5 and a stamina 5. So basically, you've still got a 6 advantage on him.
But, is my luck 1 now?
Your luck is 1 now.
Shit. So it's impossible for me to succeed. Wait, what happens if my luck hits 0?
I don't know.
I'm not lucky enough to exist anymore.
I know, maybe you die. I'll need to check that.
Well, in like other games, right? I play. I'm sure this is probably not a surprise, but I play Dungeons and Dragons, and obviously not to you, you know that, but to anybody else, I play Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, and they do have like a list of things that happens when each stat hits 0. Like strength is you no longer have the strength to move your own body. Dex, you no longer have the dexterity to move your own body. What's the other ones? Wisdom, like intelligence, you're no longer smart enough to move your own body. It's basically just all those. And charisma is like you don't have enough force of personality to move your body. But constitution is just you die.
Yeah.
Just heart attack, down, dead.
Which is somehow better.
yeah, I'd rather not be in a flesh cocoon for the rest of my life.
I'm going to say that in the next week I will try and use that excuse. If someone says, "John, why didn't you come into work today?" I said, "I had 0 charisma."
I didn't have the force of personality to come in today. I'm sorry.
Basically, you still need to. You need to get you need to get the music going again, but you need to lose each dice roll by about 6 to lose this.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
have we ever been in danger of losing a fight? I don't think we have.
I don't think so. His first roll was 4, so already there's no way you can lose against that. So you just need 2 more hits and this Gremlin's toast.
Jesus, already? I haven't even got the song up. Okay, here we go.
No.
Oh, Jesus, that's an advert.
He just rolled a 6, so once again, you can't lose that.
Oh my God. Literally, the adverts aren't going to finish before.
The adverts aren't going to finish before you kill this Gremlin. And that's probably true by the fact that he just rolled a 4, so he is dead.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's literally still in the intro.
You just killed a Gremlin.
Well,
no music. Gremlin before the music starts. There's worse things, you know. It's like if you're with a loved one and you turn on the sexy music, and if you're finished before the intro, then that's completely different than a Gremlin.
What's that thing? Never put your playlist on shuffle when you're having sex. There was an XKCD comic about that, and it's just he's fucking a girl, and then it's just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the background, fucking guitar solo by Van Halen.
I wouldn't miss a stroke.
It'd speed up.
You take that. You take the medallion from the neck of the fallen Gremlin. It's made of gold and it's worth 9 gold pieces. There's nothing else of use or value in the cave.
Do you know what I really thought? Because I thought he was a goblin, I thought that would be the head of the hammer here for a second. And you mentioned the hammer, and I got excited.
You did mention the hammer. I was quite excited because I thought, my God, he's done it. But
he's done it. He's only gone and done it on his second run through the forest.
He just did a shit hammer. You could probably take it.
By the way, Gremlin sounds like a verb.
It does. It does.
Our wires got crossed too many times there. That was awkward. It doesn't often happen.
It doesn't often happen. We've usually got a sense of camaraderie that transcends that sort of thing. But you could probably. It would be good if you had the option to take the head of a shitty hammer and try and palm it off. As you go, you just gotta go. Here's the shaft, and then went. That's not the hammerhead. You went. It is like I scrolled the letter G on it.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Behold, I bring to you the mystical hammer. I still get my cough. There you go. It's his first appearance on this episode.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing else. There's nothing else of value, and there's no other exit. So you crawl back to the tunnel at the junction.
Wait. Can I, from the junction of the tunnel, can I now flip one of those gold coins I had into the water that's right next to me and make a wish?
No, because you're not quite back at the well yet. Back at the junction, you either crawl south back to the well or continue west.
Wait, what? Did I not just go west, or did I go east?
No, you went east.
Oh, okay, then I'll go the other way.
That's west. You soon arrive at another junction in the tunnel. Do you want to head north or head south?
Let's go south. I've never been south before. South's the way back. And they never let us go south.
I know, but you're underground, so it's not quite the same.
Different rules underground. I now have to go south to get out the north side.
The tunnel ends at a cave entrance. Ooh.
I mean,
on entering the
obviously.
cave, you see that the roof is no higher than the tunnel, and you're unable to stand up.
Oh shit!
Wait,
sorry. How is this a cave and not just more tunnel then? Tunnels
are built and caves are natural.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
There you go. See, every day's a school day.
I will accept that. That's the second thing I've learned today. The other was that lizards have 2 penises.
Excellent. Lizards have 2 penises, and the difference between a tunnel and a cave is that a tunnel is usually man-made, or is
a creature made. A mole makes a tunnel, right?
It's made by something other than nature. and a cave isn't.
Yeah, it doesn't naturally form.
Doesn't a cave naturally forms, and a tunnel's man, woman, or
Creature
whoever,
made.
creature made. I don't know who else is capable of making tunnels. Moles,
Moles, earthworms,
earthworms,
those big worms from June.
sandworms,
Yeah, sandworms. Thank you.
men, women, and worms. There we go. And moles.
That's another phrase. That's another phrase to use.
Exactly.
Oh,
Men,
men,
women,
women, and
and worms.
worms.
I just found out that my grand's dying of a brain tumor. Well, men, women, and worms.
I've just found out that my grand's got worms in her brain.
Exactly. Just kind of going, well, a cat can't hold a pencil. Well, if only cats and thumbs. I've already forgotten. I told you as I continued to drink, I'd forget what was happening.
Many grogs down, are you now?
I'm a couple of grogs down.
Very good, very good.
We're getting close. We're getting close to. We're past the hour mark, so we should probably wrap this up. And maybe this is the best time to do it. You
Maybe this
decide.
is.
You decide whether we should wrap this up or not. The tunnel ends at a cave entrance, as we discussed. On entering the cave, you see the roof is no higher than the tunnel, and you're unable to stand up. The cave is a lair of an intelligent creature, because it can't be that intelligent if it didn't continue the tunnel. For it contains small pieces of furniture. There's a wooden box just over a meter in length at the back of the cave. Do you wish to lift the lid of the box or turn round and return to the junction? There you go. How's that for a cliffhanger?
That's not a bad cliffhanger, actually.
That's not a bad cliffhanger at all.
Ooh, I'm curious. I want to know what's in the box, man.
Well, you'll find out next week.
Man, damn, I gotta wait a whole week.
Well, it depends.
You could just give me it after the stream.
No, I'm not going to tell you after the stream. That doesn't happen, honestly.
No, that's never happened. We don't cheat.
But it might not be quite a week, because we know that we try our hardest to make this happen like once a week. But who knows? Maybe it'll just be a few days. Maybe we could do a Sunday stream again. That was good fun.
That was good fun, yeah. That was good. It was nice because it was light outside.
Or our usual day is Tuesday, so maybe less than a week. You might, curiosity and all that.
Yeah. And as of next Thursday, I will not be available on Thursdays as well. I'm joining a new group. Actually, I'm rejoining an old RPG group,
which I'm jealous about.
It's online. I'll talk to them. Actually, we should find a group and I should come down sometime and we'll do that. But let's organise this off stream.
Let's organise it off stream. Nobody needs to hear how fucking geeky we actually are.
I think they could have fucking guessed.
I like to think in my head that there's lots of like really beautiful women watching this, kind of going, they play this part so well, but I bet they're fantastic in the sack. When in reality, no, this is us.
This is us.
Sorry about disappointment. This. Take a ticket.
Is there anything less attractive than doing that? It's like, I'm reminiscent of like an old librarian.
I know, but I mean, I think you'll find that there are some videos on the internet that will prove otherwise. And again, we'll take this offline and I'll send you the links.
What's that, son? Do you want a sugar?
Well, you already know the link.
I nearly made John snarf.
You did. Snotting on grog. On that note, apologies to any family members that watch him, and I made disparaging comments of no less than 3 dead relatives.
The dad one really caught me off guard.
I will just take this moment to mention that tomorrow is my dad's birthday, and if he was still alive, A, it'd have been a really weird joke to make, and B, I still think he'd have laughed at it.
Well, that's what's important.
Absolutely, absolutely. So on that note, yeah, no, I'll just tell you this before we go. My dad's birthday was the day. It was always the day after St Patrick's Day. I mean, a running joke where I would always phone him the day before St Patrick's Day and go, "Happy birthday, Dad!" He go, it's the day after, you prick. And the weird ironic thing about this, and I didn't do it this year, but usually on Facebook I commemorate memories of my dad on the day
Yeah.
before St. Patrick's. I give the caveat first, kind of going, I know it wasn't his birthday, but we had this running joke where that happened, and he never,
That's
it
really
never ever
nice.
broke. He never ever broke character because he knew fine well that
Yeah.
it's a day.
I've told you a million times, son.
So I used to post on Facebook on that date. Just go, it's not even my dad's birthday, but this is the day I think about him most.
Oh, that's great though. It's like, oh, I love that that's outlived. Like, oh, I don't love that that's outlived, but you know what I mean. I love that
Yeah,
it's kept
yeah,
going.
absolutely. I didn't do it this year, but I think it's maybe the first year that I haven't done it.
Oh, wow.
And
You'll
it
have to
was
do it
for
twice next year then.
a variety of reasons. One of which was that I was in a coma for the majority of yesterday, but that's another story that we'll take offline.
John tells us about drinking bleach.
John, exactly. That's it. I did spend most of yesterday in a state of near or non-consciousness, which I did a nap through the entirety. It wasn't like a coma. I did an overextended nap yesterday. That I get woken up basically to pick the kids up from school yesterday.
Oh my god, wait, on the way back. Oh Jesus, so you woke up at like 3 or whatever. I don't know what
It was
time kids
something
go to
like that.
school.
So you need to get the kids up. I was like, "Ugh." and then And then I was supposed to take Scott to karate, and I picked Scott up from after school, and I said, "Scott, do you want to go to karate tonight?" And he said, "No," and I could have fucking high fived him. I don't want to go to karate this week, and I was just like kind of going, when we get home, can you tell your mum that this was definitely your choice, and not something that I'm trying to like put up on you? And he's like, "Oh,
Son,
uh,
I'm gonna level with you right now. I'm gonna buy you a pack of Doctor Who playing cards. You're not going to
absolutely."
karate tonight.
I didn't need to because Scott's a wee bastard. If I do anything nice for Scott and you say, "Don't tell your mum," he'll be like, buy Scott a packet of crisps and go, "Don't tell your mum." And he'll just kind of go, "I won't, Dad, I won't tell my mum." And then we'll get in and just went, "Guess what we did?" I'm like, and
Is
do
it?
you know what? You know what? He
Wait,
does it every time. Film me
is it?
once, shame on you. Film me twice, shame on me.
Wait, is it that he has no concept of deception, or is it that he likes fucking with you?
I genuinely don't know. And do you know what? Unfortunately, do you know what? I do fear that it's the latter.
That's brilliant though, because that'll have plenty of things for us to talk about as the series go on.
He does every time, which is why the irony being there that when he made the decision not to go to karate yesterday, I knew for a fact that it would be believed.
Yeah, yeah, because he'd rat you out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, if I'd gone in and went, "Here, mate, gonna gonna just when we get back home, say you don't want to go in karate," he'd have went, "Of course I will, Dad. Anything for you." You're back in the house going, "Well, it wasn't my choice." He said that.
Yeah,
Because so ironically, because he said he didn't want to go to karate, I just knew hand in heart that it would be believed because there's
yeah.
absolutely no way that it'd have gone any other way. He
You
just kind
should
of, I was
you should
desperate
use
going.
him. You should use him to lie. Then you should use him as a tool because if he's always believed,
Oh, I
you.
mean, a tie. Is
Yeah, yeah.
is it like that riddle about you like find yourself at two doors and there's one guard can lie and one guard can tell the truth, and then you have to ask one
Is
set
that
of
your
questions.
kids? One always lies. One always tells the truth.
Unfortunately for me, and it is unfortunate, both of them tell the truth.
They're both honest kids.
I know, hate it. And do you know what? You're stuck in that way where sometimes it'd be really beneficial, but other times you think, well, do you know what? It's a good quality for them to have. And you're torn as a parent. You're just going, it's quite good that they're always honest, but at the same time, it'd be nice if just occasionally they took a day off. On that note,
Oh yeah. That's
on
right.
that
We're
note,
well past the end now.
we are. We're well past the end. That was another tight 10 in time. You made it past episode 7.
Yeah, we have broken the curse already.
You've broken the curse. Let's see if you can. Maybe you've just upped it to 8.
Yeah, maybe the season after it'll be 9. Yeah,
Season 3, we're kind of going, well, you're going to die in episode 9.
it's going to be awful when we get to season 30.
And I'll just be like, oh, for this again.
We'd have to make one decision per show.
Yeah, there'll just be a point where we're like, welcome to Titan.
Does anyone in the comments want to come up with an interesting way for me to die, please?
We've run out of things to talk about now.
We'll never run out of things to talk about, John. As long as there's pish in the world, we'll be talking.
Absolutely, that's it. On that note, right. Anyway, this is Tight 10 and Time. I've been John Carruthers. This has
I've
been
been Chris Ashworth, and you pointed the wrong way again.
The wrong direction, but again, Chris Ashworth. You guys have been wonderful.
We assume.
Right. What did you say there, Chris?
I said we assume.
Yes, yeah, so you guys have been acceptable.
Yeah, you've been silent, but not rude.
Silent but effective. You've just left Chris to do his thing, which has been good. But it'd be nice occasionally if you could just say, "Do the stepping stones." That's what we rely on. Bit of audience interaction. We had like Kavita basically saying that she could hear us, which turned out to be a blatant lie. And that's been it. Anyway, guys, Tight 10 and Time, John Carruthers, Chris Ashworth, wrong way. Good night.
Good night.